All right. Now, if I mispronounce the name of the band or anything, please feel free to correct me.
No
But is
worries.
it Ikitan?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm here with the members of the band Ikitan from Genoa, Italy. They are an incredible progressive stoner instrumental rock band who I was fortunate enough to discover doing a deep dive on the internet. And it's so great to speak with you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew.
Sure.
Thanks for listening and watching.
Of course. Yeah, I know you have one EP that you've released called 2020, which is a single song that's also 20 minutes and 20 seconds. I was listening to it a little bit earlier, and it's great to sort of read the feedback that people have given you describing the music as sort of like if Tool decided to be more of a progressive rock band that played instrumental. And I have some questions for you guys. How did the three of you meet?
So first of all, Andrew and everyone, thank you for having us today. So I'm Enrico, drummer. We have Fricket on bass and Luca, guitar. So Luca and Fricket actually know each other since high school times, and so they've been playing together for a while. And the three of us met actually 2 years ago. I had an advert posted on a local musicians Facebook group asking for, to join a band, and Luca replied. So the initial plan was to do something, well, they already had a band and a project going on, playing instrumental music, and that's how we basically started to play together exactly 2 years ago. But fun fact, we played one gig 11 years ago in the same city in Genoa, but we were in different bands. So we spent already one night together back then.
Gotcha. Well, that's great. So you already knew each other.
Kind of.
Kind of.
But the connection only happened like 2 years ago. We were friends on Facebook with Luca, and that's how I remember him. And but then we started playing, and it was all on a different level.
Right. Was it because I guess some of the influences in music that you all enjoy, is it similar, or do you have different music that you all sort of bring to the group?
Well, actually, we come from a very different background, but since we start playing together, we just said play something, anything we just blow in our minds. So every one of us brings his personality, his background, and things just comes up in that way. So yeah, I can say some parts of 2020 already come from the very first rehearsal we made. So yeah, we found a very good connection from the first time.
That's great. I mean, it seems, just based on listening to the one album, it feels like you've been playing for a long time. You have a really nice groove that you've sort of established. Now, was it always the goal to play instrumental? Did you think about somebody singing at any point?
Since the first time, we always have to play instrumental music, and we love instrument post rock and post metal, like Caspian, like If These Trees Could Talk, and we love this music, and we started to play with this attitude.
Yeah. Well, in the previous band we had a singer, but since we put together the Ikitan, from the first moment was instrumental, and it will be.
Yeah, same here. I mean, the past bands all had a singer, and then the guys told me we are going to do instrumental. I said, why not? Let's explore this new type of music which I didn't know so much. So far it's been great. A lot of experimentation and jam sessions and just listening to each other and exchanging ideas all the time.
Well, it works really well. There is, I mean, it feels like there is an improvisational quality to it, but it's also very much in control. And it works really well. I have to say, what are you hoping people get when they listen to the album? Is there anything in particular, or is this for everyone? Is it for a smaller group of people?
Well, when we released that, it was literally no one knew us, so we just decided to release this record out of the blue kind of thing. So there were no hopes as of we hope people will like this or that. We've had an incredible response from the press and fans, so we're very grateful for that. And it's interesting that because it's instrumental and there's not like a message attached to it, everyone is reading what they want out of it or what they see and hear and perceive. So we've had lots of opinion, like the person you mentioned before, Nick Hudson, hi Nick, from the progressive aspect, who said Ikitan is like Tool if they played post-rock. It's like, really? How could you think of it? I mean, we're grateful, but it's one of those things, right? So we didn't really know what to hope people would get.
Yeah, from the beginning, we started with no expectation, but now having this track, 20 minutes track, my expectation is to give 20 minutes of relax to somebody. So 20 minutes, it's when you go by car to work, when you wait somebody's late, I don't know, you can, this kind of music, I think you can bring your mind somewhere else. And
it is trippy in a way, like makes you like wonder.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that you can read into it. What's really nice is that since there aren't lyrics or vocals, like you said, you can sort of put your own meaning, and it does work as a soundtrack to your life. I feel like you can listen to it in the car while you're out for a walk, if you just want to rock out and listen to some great jams. And it's really accessible. I think it's music I can share with everyone, which I was really happy about, because a lot of time when I tell people the type of music I listen to, they're not so enthusiastic. Yeah. But now are you able to, I mean, obviously I'm sure you can rehearse now, but are there still are you thinking of playing live at any point, or do you have gigs coming up?
Yeah, there's something coming up in the near future, and also stuff is slowly happening again in Italy, which is great. Not as quickly as somewhere else in Europe, but yes, soon we'll hit the stage, and we are also working on new material. So that's kind of something we want to share with the public, as soon as possible. Also because when we started the band, pandemic just happened, so we never had a chance to play any gigs. We had to go on top of Forte Jeremia to record our first gig kind of thing. But other than that, no real gigs. So we can't wait, really.
Yeah, well, it's no time like the present for the world to meet Ikitan. I feel like you guys are, and it's interesting. There's another band. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're called the Mesthetics. No. They're so it's two members of the band Fugazi. Okay. And they joined with like a jazz guitarist. So they're playing an instrumental trio as well. So it's, if you can imagine, it's, I think their debut album may have come out in 2019, but it might be worth checking out. I'll email you the link to it. But yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed the debut album, and I feel like you guys are bringing a lot of unique music to the table. Nick had described it being like Tool playing post rock. I would say there are a lot of elements going on. which is wonderful. I really feel like there's an untapped resource for the type of music you're playing. So it'll be great to know that you're going to have opportunities finally to bring the music to the people.
We really hope so. In the meantime, we keep busy, just jamming and writing more stuff, because that's what we like to do.
Good, and that's great also to know that there's new music that you're working on.
A lot, yeah. It's all very spontaneous, and we record every time we are in the studio, like on an iPhone or something, and then we go back and listen to it and say, yeah, I like this, I like that, and kind of build it from there. So lots going on, and hopefully, yeah, some gigs soon as well.
Good. And I know you're on social media. If people want to find you, it's just Ikitan is how it's spelled. You're wearing the shirt.
Fanboy of myself.
you have to represent sometimes.
If you don't believe in what you do, who else is gonna believe in it, right?
Absolutely. But the EP is called 2020. There's also a live version of 2020, and I'm excited to know that there's new music that you're working on, because I feel like there's room to be filled with the type of music you're playing, and the fact that it's only been within the last 2 years, so that's really great to know. And yeah. I just hope that things continue to go your way.
Bless you. Thank you. Well, we had a lot of time in our hands due to the pandemic, so it kind of had some positive impact after all, and that's how we could meet so often. We live in the same city in Genoa, so apart from very specific weeks, we always met, so that helped to bond, of course, and to keep creating music. So that's how it was possible.
Well, hopefully we'll get some more fans for you from the US, so we can get your international appeal going.
Please, it'd be great. It'd be amazing.
Yes. Well, I'll put this video out on our website, and then we'll also put the audio out on the podcast. So hopefully that will introduce your music to more people, because it's great. It's really great music. And if you're a fan of a lot of different genres, I feel like there's something for you to appreciate.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, at the end of the day, we play what we would like to hear. So Luca said, we are from different backgrounds. We have the post-rock, post-metal, grunge thing, a bit of metal, some funky prog, a lot of things, and we try to put it all together and see what happens with no upfront plan. So that's how the magic happens, really.
Well, it works really well. You're all bringing sort of different elements to it that I think complement each other. And it's a great album, 2020. So I definitely recommend, as soon as you finish listening to this or watching this, go pick it up and check it out. And then obviously follow Ikitan on social media. Yeah. But thank you guys so much for taking the time to speak with me. It's been great. And good luck with everything.
So the next one, thanks everyone.
Absolutely. Take care.
Cheers.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.